Alright, today we're going to make a watercolor brush to match with the watercolor paper texture that we created last week. In my brushes, I have created a set called watercolor brushes. And I put in here all the brushes that I felt mimicked watercolor the best from the various sets that are out there. They're kind of scattered out. So we have from the artistic brush set, from the industrial set, from the water set, from the painting set, and then there's my watercolor brushes. I've got two of them in here. I'm really not happy with them, so we're going to create a watercolor wash 2. To do this, I'm going to click on the plus sign that's right up here. Just tap right there. And we'll go into shape. And we're going to go to edit. And then we'll go to import. And we'll choose source library. And for this brush, I'm going to use this charcoal shards, which is right here. And then we'll tap outside, and we will tap done. You can tap on the done button twice. It affects the same thing. For the shape behavior, I'm going to put the scatter to 62%. And the rotation, I'm going to turn all the way up to follow stroke. And then we're going to go into the grain. And in the grain, we're going to leave all of these sliders the same. We'll do edit, import, source library. And the grain that I am using is called Bad Spray. And you can see that right here. We'll tap on that, tap anywhere outside, and then tap done. And there's the Bad Spray. Now we're going to go down to rendering. In rendering, we're going to change it from intense glaze to uniform blending. The flow I'm going to put at 62%. I'm going to give it a 34% wet edge. That makes it look more like a paint. I'm going to give it burnt edges at 53%. And the burnt edge mode and the blend mode are both going to be linear burn. So you tap on this, choose linear burn, and then you tap on this and choose linear burn. And there we go. Then we'll go down to wet mix. And the dilution I want is 30%. This makes it look more like it's loaded with water. The charge is how much paint you want to have on your brush initially, and 50% is good. Let's bring the attack up to 20%. That's how much extra you want to add whenever you press down. You don't want to do that. There we go, 20. And the pull, we're going to move from 75 to 40%. And the grade, we're going to put all the way up to smooth. And we'll leave the rest of it the same. So let's go down into the Apple Pencil. And on Apple Pencil, I'm going to change this opacity all the way down to none. And the size I want to be at 87%. And we're good to go there. Then we'll go down to Properties. And we're going to turn off the orient to screen. The preview size I'm going to make 15%. That way it'll be easier to see the name of the brush whenever we're looking at it. Maximum size I'm going to put to 400. And then we'll go to about this brush, and we will call it Watercolor Wash 2. And we'll give that a done. And now I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to move it down in this brush library. So it's in the section called My Watercolor Brushes. And what this does, if we give it some color, you can see it'll be a nice wash. If you go over it several times, however, then it becomes an actual watercolor. And as you go over, it will give you darker edges on your picture. Let's go ahead and create a picture. I've created 4 layers here. On layer 3, I'm going to draw, let's see, where's sketching? Here we are, sketching. Let's use the 6B pencil. And for our color, we're going to do a dark gray, not fully black, because this is a pencil. And let's draw an apple. I'm going to start with the stem. When you press down harder, it makes it a little bit bigger. If you go lightly, then it's going to be thinner. There we go. Let's go ahead and give that a cap. And we're going to put a leaf on there. I don't like that leaf. Not very apple-y. That's more apple-y. Just like that. And we will put an apple shape behind it. I do not have smoothing on this, so you're getting my wiggly hand. And now we're going to go down 1 layer to layer 2. We're going to choose that red color that we just had. And we're going to go back into the watercolor brushes. And I'm going to choose my watercolor wash 2. And we will color in our apple. Remember, as long as you don't lift the brush, it's going to give you a consistent color. When you lift it, then as it overlaps the previous stroke, it will be darker. And I'm pressing down. That adds a little more color and makes the brush bigger. And now I'm going to lift and stroke. There we go. Let's choose a lighter color red to give some shine to our apple. Let's go find a brown, which is really a dark orange. And we'll put that here on the stem. If you use several strokes, it gives it added texture. And we'll go into a green, and we'll do our leaf. Let's go with a lighter green, just to kind of outline a bit where our pencil line is. And I think I want a shadow, so we'll go into the gray. And make a nice approximate shadow here. And we got this nice picture. However, we also have that watercolor paper that we created on our last video. I've actually got this up here on my papers. I'm going to choose that. I'm going to choose a slightly lighter gray. We'll go up here to layer 4, and we will paint that in. And we will change this to linear burn. And you can see how it gives you nice textures there. Let's duplicate that layer. Put it all the way down here, underneath layer 2, and change that to multiply, and it makes the paper even darker. If you want, you can make the paper lighter by choosing Lighten, Screen, Color Dodge. Difference and exclusion are going to be darker. Luminosity just kind of dims the background a little bit. Let's go ahead and leave it here at luminosity just for the change. And you have now created this lovely apple picture. So let's go back down here. We'll make this nice and small. We'll choose a dark gray. And we can sign it. Let's see, that's a bit large. Let's make it smaller. There we go. That's nice. And that's how you make a watercolor brush and use the texture that we created last time to make a watercolor picture. I hope this helps you out, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Ooh.